Lord, on this calm and silent night, when the entire city seems to sleep under the cold glow of streetlights and loneliness spreads throughout the house, I kneel before your presence, invoking your mother, Our Lady of Tears, Mother of Jesus, Mother of sorrows, Mother of those who weep in silence. Now embrace the tears of this woman who no longer knows what to do. She lives in a simple neighborhood on the outskirts of a small town in Georgia. It's one of those towns where everyone seems to know each other, but no one really knows what happens inside the houses, let alone inside people's souls. This mother, who now hears this prayer, might be sitting on the edge of her bed with her knees pressed against her chest and her eyes red from crying so much. Or maybe she's on the living room couch with the kitchen light on in the background, trying to find a little peace while her children sleep, and still, her heart cannot rest. She's tried everything. She tried to smile when she felt like screaming. She tried to be strong when everything inside her cried out for help. She tried to keep faith when the whole world seemed to be falling apart. But now she doesn't know if she can go on. Mother of Heaven, this woman has held back her tears too much so as not to worry her children. She's already hidden deep pain so her husband wouldn't notice. She's already heard empty advice and words that hurt even more. Have faith, it will pass, you're strong. But no one asked how she really feels. That's why today, in this prayer, she doesn't want magic formulas. She just wants a miracle, a sign, relief. Our Lady, intercede for this mother. She needs to breathe without weight in her chest. She needs to sleep through an entire night without nightmares, without guilt, without fear of tomorrow. She needs to look at herself in the mirror again and remember who she is, a beloved daughter of God, a woman who has already won many battles and who deserves to live in peace. Look, Mother, at what she's carrying alone. Overdue bills, children who need attention, a tiring job, or perhaps no income at all. A marriage that's no longer the same, or the absence of someone who left and created a void that no one else has filled. She doesn't want luxury. She doesn't want fame. She doesn't want anything impossible. She just wants to truly smile again. She just wants to see her children safe. She just wants to have peace, to cook, to walk around the house, to take care of her days without everything feeling like a battlefield. Lord, hear this prayer made with a broken heart. And you who hear me now, stop for a moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. You didn't come here by chance. There's a greater love that brought you to this prayer. And if the whole world seems to have forgotten you, God hasn't forgotten you. Our Lady is with you now. At this moment, imagine Mary entering your house. Yes, at this very moment, she walks slowly with the blue veil wrapped around her shoulders, with eyes full of compassion. She doesn't come with shouts, nor with easy promises. She comes with presence. She places her hands on your shoulder and says, "Daughter, I saw every tear. I heard every groan of your soul. You are not alone. I came to get you. I came to lift you up." Our Lady, teach this woman to breathe again, to have courage to take one more step. Whisper to her heart that heaven hasn't forgotten her suffering. And now, dear Mother, break with your light all the darkness that surrounds this daughter's mind. Touch the wounds that no one sees. Heal the memories that still bleed. Silence the thoughts of giving up, of death, of abandonment, and plant a new seed in her soul. Hope this woman will overcome, yes, because she has you as her mother. And every mother who calls upon you with faith receives an answer. For it is written, "Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 3. And now, Lady of the impossible, we cry out together in a low voice, but with all the strength of the Spirit. Mother, transform this pain into a miracle. Most Holy Mother, now that this woman has already felt the gentle touch of your presence, enter deeper, even deeper, into the secret space of her soul. There where no one has ever entered, where even she herself is afraid to go. Go there, Mother. Go where the pain that no one knows lives, the traumas that were buried alive, the words that destroyed parts of her that never became the same again. She was called weak when she was just exhausted. She was called dramatic when she needed help. She was ignored by those who should have protected her. She screamed in silence until she lost her own voice. But now she no longer wants to carry this pain alone. And that's why she's here, Mother. Because she heard this prayer, maybe by chance, or maybe because all of heaven moved to place her before these words. And now she understands. This is not the end. This is not the last page of the story. This is the turning point. Our Lady, break the invisible chains that bind this woman to the past. Remove the weight of guilt, of regret, of what if. Free her, Mother, from memories of abuse, from harsh words from her father, from betrayals that wounded deeply, from unfair comparisons, from wounds that are open inside. She is your daughter, and no matter how broken she feels now, she is still whole in the hands of your Son. Mary, cover this woman with your mantle. Calm the whirlwind of her mind. Whisper softly that she still has value, that she was not left aside by God, that every tear, every sleepless night, every gesture of love made in silence, all of this was seen, noted, and will be rewarded, because heaven doesn't let anything go unnoticed when a mother cries. And you who hear me now, yes, you, the woman who is there on the other side of the screen, let me tell you something important. There's something in your heart that God will still use. All this pain, this struggle, this journey so difficult will become testimony. Don't give up now. Don't stop now. Don't extinguish the light of your hope, because miracles don't happen only when everything is perfect. Sometimes they are born right in the middle of chaos. Remember the woman with the issue of blood. She had already tried everything. Doctors, medicines, years of suffering. But it was enough to touch the hem of Jesus' garment, and everything changed. Just one touch. And today, you don't even need to leave your house. You don't need to take a plane to Jerusalem. You just need to do what you're doing now. Open your heart and touch this prayer with faith. Our Lady, teach this woman to pray, even when tired, to believe even when broken, to trust even when everything seems lost, and protect this house, protect this family, protect her children. Because if the mother falls, everything falls. Mary, lift up this mother. Lift her up with the power of heaven. Lift her up so her children can see a warrior standing. Lift her up so the neighbor can also find strength. Lift her up so other women know that there is indeed a God who acts. When we cry out with faith, and you who made it this far, if this prayer is making sense to you, I lovingly invite you to continue with us on this journey. This channel, Our Lady's Grace, exists for this, to be a place of refuge where mothers find peace and faith through Mary. So, if this truly touched you, don't leave in silence. Subscribe to the Our Lady's Grace channel, but not on impulse, but out of conviction. Because you are part of this, you are the soul that gives meaning to every word here. Turn on notifications, but more than that, share this prayer with another mother who is also tired. It could be that friend who smiles on Instagram but cries at night. It could be that neighbor whom no one listens to, but you know she needs strength. And if you felt something real, write here in the comments what this prayer spoke to you. Talk to us. Your story matters. And when you write, other mothers read. Other souls feel welcomed. Here your pain is heard, Lord. Now that this daughter has already surrendered her pain, now that she has already laid her heart bare, that she has already cried, already felt, already cried out, now it's time for your move, Our Lady Mother. Who knows the depths of human suffering? Enter this moment with spiritual authority over this house. Walk through the hallways, touch the door frames, bless the kitchen, the living room, the children's bedroom, visit the sheets soaked with tears, and transform every corner of this house into an altar of healing. This woman has already cried in silence many nights. She's already made short and desperate prayers, looking at the ceiling, unable to speak. She's already stared at herself in the mirror without recognizing herself. But now she comes back to life. Yes, because when Mary enters, sadness has to leave. When Mary enters, fear loses its voice. When Mary enters, the impossible begins to happen. Lady of heaven and earth, break the chains of discouragement. Tear down the walls this woman built to avoid getting hurt anymore. Disarm the triggers that make her react with anger, when in truth all she feels is fear. Teach her to forgive without forgetting herself, to say enough without losing her sweetness, to care for her children without abandoning herself. Teach this woman, Mother, to be a woman again. So many times she was just a mother, so many times just a wife, just a worker, just someone who serves. But now, Mother, give back to her the shine of being who she is, a woman with identity, with calling, with value. And you who are here with me until now, know this prayer was made for you. It wasn't by chance that you listened this far. Maybe you're there with your face wet, your heart racing, or feeling something you can't even explain. That's God, that's Mary, that's the Holy Spirit entering your rooms, cleansing your soul and saying, you still have promises to live. That's why now, with all the authority we have in Jesus Christ, with the powerful intercession of Our Lady, I pray, Lord, visit now the interior of this mother. Pour balm where there are wounds. Open paths where there were only walls. Transform the heart of the husband who withdrew. Free the child who got involved with dangerous things. Restore the home that became just coexistence. Bring back joy, hope, free laughter, family lunches with gratitude. Bring back the faith that suffering tried to tear away. And now, if this woman finds herself on her knees, lift her up. If she's sitting, embrace her. If she's lying down, cover her with your mantle. And if she's standing, tired, support her with your hands. This woman will no longer live on crumbs. She is an heir to the kingdom. She will no longer live in silence. She will testify. She will no longer live in pain. She will see miracles. And you who made it this far, listen. You are not invisible. You are not disposable. You are not weak. You are a miracle in construction. And this video, this prayer, this connection, is just the beginning. Our Lady, watch over this mother tonight. Place your hand on her head. Give back peaceful sleep, rest for the soul, and tomorrow may she wake up different, lighter, more confident, more alive, because that's what this prayer did. It became a miracle, and now, with humility and love, I ask you, if this prayer touched you, subscribe to the Our Lady's Grace channel, but not as someone who just watches. Subscribe as someone who is part of it. This channel is a community of mothers, of women of faith, of people who are tired but haven't given up. Like this video if you felt heaven move inside you. This helps this message reach other mothers who are sick inside but still believe God can act and do more. Share your story here in the comments. Tell us what this prayer awakened in you. If you want, leave your children's names. We'll pray together, and please share this prayer with someone. A single mother who receives this can be saved from despair because of your action. You are not alone. You are loved. You are chosen, and your pain will become a miracle. Thank you for praying with me, and until our next meeting, may Our Lady accompany you on all your paths. Amen.